words, two ideas, two sentences. How do we join together? The answer is conjunctions. Yes, we have learned nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and prepositions. Now, let's learn the words that connect ideas and make our sentences flow smoothly. That is conjunctions. So, we are going to learn in this video what are conjunctions and why they are important and what are the types of conjunctions, and also we are going to conclude it with what we have learned so far. So please watch this video until the end. If not, please do subscribe and follow. What is a conjunction? Yes, so generally we need that tiny words that connect words or phrases in a sentence. So we have seen the prepositions, even they also act as the connection. But conjunctions plays a different role because they join two sentences. They join two sentences. So what is the difference between a preposition and a conjunction is conjunctions is all about joining or adding of two sentences. It has one or more sentence in it. Okay, whereas preposition in a sentence itself we add the connection, but conjunction it adds two sentences by it. Okay, for example, I went to the store and I bought milk and eggs. So here we have two sentences and we are joining it by the conjunction. And we can go to the park, but it might rain. So it might rain is a sentence. Yes, and we can go to the park is also a sentence. So here we have two sentences and we are joining these two sentences by a conjunction called but. So conjunction is all about this joining and combining or adding the sentences by it. Okay, let us see what are the types of conjunctions. The first type is the coordinating conjunctions. So what are these coordinating conjunctions? I can give you a clue. Just remember this acronym, that is fanboys. F stands for fur, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for it, and S stands for so. So all these are called as conjunctions, the coordinating conjunctions. For can be used for explanation, okay, and is generally used for joining a two sentences that happen together in sequence. So what is happening together in sequence? For example, the boy is eating and watching TV. So what is happening is happening in sequence in a flow. So in that particular cases we use and. Coming to nor, it is used for negative, that all you know we use for negative choices. But introduces a contrast, very important, or an opposing idea. For example, I love roti but I cannot eat more. Okay, so what is happening here? I love roti is one positive sentence, but I cannot eat more, it's a negative sentence, a contrast. So but can be used when to join the sentences which offers an opposing or a contrast idea. All right, coming to or, offers a choice. For example, if I take I, do you want to drink lemon juice or water? So what we are doing here, lemon juice or water. So I am giving options here, so they have to choose only one option here. So there is a choice, we are giving a choice or an alternative. So in such cases we are using the or. Okay, coming to yet, it connects contrasting ideas often with a surprising twist. So generally they it can be used where we connect two opposing ideas. For example, I cannot write, yet I cannot read. So both are opposing ideas and we are connecting these both sentences with yet. Coming to so, it shows a consequence or a result. You can remember as a result of something. Result of something. So, what is the result of something? If I am hungry, I am hungry. So, I ate food. So, because she is hungry, the result is what? She ate the food. So connects the two sentences where it results the consequence of the first part. Okay, so you can remember this fanboys in the for the coordinating conjunctions, and let us see how we can put them in action. Let us see some examples. I went to the park and played. So it is a sequence, a good sequence. So we're good. We're putting and here. She can swim or ride a bike. It's a options offering a choice here whether she can swim or ride a bike. She can do any one only. So we are putting the conjunction or over here. Coming to the subordinating conjunctions, this is the second part of the conjunctions. Okay, we use because, since, although, while, if, unless, before, after, until. So these are the examples for the subordinate conjunctions. Actually, the all these subordinate conjunctions, they introduce the dependent clauses. Okay, they always rely on the main clause. Okay, for example, since it was raining, we stayed inside. So they are depending upon the main clause for a meaning. So since will be acting as a subordinating conjunction over here. Because of because of you, I got late. So what am I doing over here? I am connecting with the first clause, that is of you. So because is there here at the first only. So this kind of conjunctions, they completely rely on the first part, on the main clause to get a meaning. So these are called as a subordinating conjunctions. Let us see some examples for subordinating conjunctions. If you study hard, you will get a good grade. So here, if is a subordinating conjunction. When we are using, why are we are using if here? Because it is showing the condition. Okay, if at all you will study, then only you will get a good grade. So coming to the second example, we went for a walk after dinner. So what is happening here for? So it shows the order of the events. So we are doing something in an order. First we had dinner and then we went for a walk. So this also shows the connection as order of events, which we call them as the subordinating conjunctions. Okay, so other than this, we have conjunctions for different types of relationships. Those are before, after, since, until, when, whenever. For example, we ate lunch before we went to the movies. Okay, before is here the conjunction. And also we have because, since, so, therefore, as a result. Okay, not only so, just now as I said for fanboys, okay, so is used for the result of something. Not only so, we can also use because, since, therefore, as a result. Okay, I studied hard, so I got a good grade. So it's showing the result of something. And coming to the another part, so we have but, yet, however, all the while, where we use for the contrast. Okay, and for condition we use if, unless, and whether. Here in the previous slide, we have to remember that for time, what conjunctions you have to use, and for the effect or cause, what conjunctions you have to use over here. And here for contrast or for opposition, what conjunctions we are using, and for condition, what conjunctions we are using. Okay, so if you remember like this, it will be really easy for you to identify the conjunctions easily. So in this video, we learned all about the coordinating conjunctions, so the fanboys, and we also learned about the subordinating conjunctions, which introduce the dependent clauses, and also they rely on the main part of the sentence for a meaning. Yes. So stay tuned for the next part of the videos that are we are going to do on tenses. So which is really really important and where you are going to really speak and also start talking with your friends when we start tenses. So do subscribe and follow if you didn't do until now. So by this we have finished the parts of speech successfully. So stay tuned for the tenses. Until then, see you. Bye.